When I was 19, I borrowed a book called Maximum Achievement by Brian Tracy from a friend. While reading it, I came across a sentence that changed my life. If you want to achieve what you've never achieved before, you have to become who you've never become before. This made me realize that to see changes in my life, I had to change myself. Albert Einstein is often quoted as saying, "Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results." If you want your life to be different in the next 12 months, you need to change who you are. In this video, I will share 9 things you need to stop doing right now if you want to be richer and more successful in the next 12 months. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you don't miss other interesting videos like this. Let's get started. 1. Stop expecting people to treat you well. I often hear people complaining about their employers, the government, or their friends and their parents. The reason for these complaints is that they expect others to treat them well. I'm sorry, but it's a bad strategy to expect people to be nice to you because, quite frankly, most people are not. If you want to be more successful, you need to figure out how to be independent and not rely on anyone's mercy. As long as you need someone to give you a paycheck, take care of you, or be kind to you, you are vulnerable to being hurt. Focus on becoming self-sufficient so that you don't need to depend on others for your well-being. 2. Stop comparing yourself to others. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that's constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." Many people fall victim to what psychologists call social proof. They do things because others do them. They go places because their friends go there, and they pursue certain professions or dreams because that's what everyone else is doing. Albert Einstein once said, "If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." Many people suffer from low self-esteem, not because they aren't good enough, but because they compare themselves to others. Stop comparing yourself to others. Know who you are and strive to become a better version of yourself. A fish doesn't need to climb trees, monkeys don't need to swim like fish, and birds don't need to run like horses. You will achieve success more easily and quickly if you focus on becoming a better you, rather than comparing yourself to others. 3. Stop expecting a map. Over a decade ago, when I started in the business world, the only thing I knew was that I wanted financial freedom. I didn't know how I would achieve it or what steps I needed to take. I just had to start and believe that I would figure everything out along the way. Most people think there should be a clear map for their journey. But life's journey isn't like a physical trip where you know exactly where to start, how to proceed, and where you'll end up before you even leave home. Life has no map. You just have to get out there, get your hands dirty, and trust that you'll figure it out as you go. 4. Stop making excuses. I grew up in one of the toughest conditions you can imagine, but at 19, I asked myself, do I want to keep making excuses for why my life is the way it is, or do I want to dream of a better life and chase it? I chose the second option. I chose to focus on what I could do to change my life instead of dwelling on what was wrong around me. George Washington Carver once said, 99% of failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. If you want to find excuses, you can always come up with a million. The government, your employer, your parents, your spouse, your health, the economy, even the weather. So, if you want to change your life and become richer and more successful in the next 12 months, you need to stop making excuses right now. Decide what you want and go for it, no matter what it takes. 5. Stop wasting time. One day, in October 2018, I decided to delete all my social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Many people thought I was crazy, but I realized I was wasting at least 2 to 3 hours every day on social media scrolling. Earl Nightingale said, "If you spend 1 hour of each day of study in your chosen field, you'll be a national expert in that field in 5 years or less." This means that if I used the time I was wasting on social media to study in my field, in 5 to 7 years, I would become an expert in my field. Henry Ford observed that most people get ahead during the time that others waste. Everyone has 24 hours in a day, but unfortunately, many of us waste this valuable asset. The time you're wasting is the same time others are using to gain knowledge, develop skills, and build wealth. If you want to be more successful in the next 12 months, stop wasting time. Benjamin Franklin said, "Time is money, and you should believe that." 6. Stop expecting big capital. One of my relatives came to my office with a business plan that required about $30,000 to execute, even though he had never run a business before. I reviewed his plan, reduced the necessary startup cost to less than $1,000, and told him, if you can't start small, you can't start at all. You see, many people want to start their own businesses, but are waiting for hundreds of thousands of dollars to get started. The reality is, if you can't begin small, you'll likely never start at all. To change your financial life, you must be willing to pursue your dreams with whatever resources you have, starting from wherever you are. 7. Stop the unbelief. Muhammad Ali once said, "It's lack of faith that makes people afraid of meeting challenges." I challenge you to stop waiting for a map. The reason most people wait for a map before taking action is that they lack faith. Faith is the assurance of what you can't see. If you have faith in God and in yourself, you will step out even without a map because you trust that you'll figure things out along the way. Stop being pessimistic and doubting your inner strength. Believe in yourself, take action, and make things happen. Stop expecting others to pave the way for you and start believing and having faith in yourself. 8. Stop expecting miracles from the government. Former US President Ronald Reagan once said, "Government does not solve problems, it subsidizes them." This means that the government often doesn't fix issues, but rather supports or prolongs them. Stop expecting miracles from the government. Take full responsibility for your life, and you'll become richer and more successful. 9. Stop being afraid of failure. I have news for you. Failure is inevitable. Whether you fear failure or face it head-on, you will experience it at some point. Success in life is reserved for those who can feel the fear and still do what needs to be done. If you want to change your life in the next 12 months, tackle the difficult tasks head-on. Do what you need to do, even if it scares you. Remember, the key to success is not the absence of fear, but the courage to move forward despite it. If you aspire to achieve success within the next 12 months, it's crucial to adopt a proactive mindset and take decisive action. Firstly, eliminate the habit of making excuses and instead focus on getting tasks done efficiently. Avoid the trap of comparing yourself to others. Instead, concentrate on appreciating and enhancing your own abilities and strengths. Time is a valuable asset, so use it wisely and avoid wasting it on unproductive activities. Start small and don't wait for significant capital to pursue your goals. Taking initiative with whatever resources you have is key. Believe in yourself and your potential, as self-confidence is essential for overcoming challenges. Recognize that life's journey doesn't come with a predefined map. Embrace uncertainty and trust that the dots will connect along the way. Take responsibility for your own well-being instead of relying on others or expecting miracles from external sources. Finally, confront your fears and accept failure as a natural part of the journey towards success. By implementing these principles and staying committed to your goals, you'll be well equipped to thrive and accomplish your aspirations. Remember, success is within your reach if you take proactive steps and believe in yourself. I sincerely hope you learned something new from today's video, which you can apply on your financial journey. Please like and share this video with your friends and family and inspire them to success. And subscribe for more insightful content. Have a beautiful day. Take care.